Hello, and welcome to my channel. I am so glad you have joined me, and I look forward to sharing the next 12 minutes with you. If you find what I am saying resonates with you, then please do like, subscribe, and share. It helps my channel to grow. If it doesn't resonate, then do please leave it behind. Those it is meant for will know. In this video, I am changing tack as I have something mind-blowing to share with you today. We're going to dive deep into the interconnectedness of all things, explore how tools like tarot can be a starting point for soul communication, and then, here's the kicker, learn how to upgrade your life by connecting directly with your soul. Buckle up, because this is going to be one wild spiritual ride. Who says I don't offer an end-to-end service? Now, I know some of you might be thinking, Paul, have you lost it? Tarot cards? Really? Trust me, I get it. I was skeptical too. But stick with me, because what I'm about to share might just change the way you view everything. Let's start with this mind-bending idea. We're all connected. And I'm not just talking about social media connections or family ties. I'm talking about a deep spiritual connection that goes beyond anything we can see or touch. Remember how I've talked before about us all being like Christmas lights? Imagine a string of Christmas lights. Each bulb is unique, different colors, different brightness. That's us. We're all individual, all special in our own way. But here's the kicker. We're all connected by the same wire, all powered by the same source. Now, here's where it gets really wild. This connection, it's not just a metaphor. It's energy. Pure, cosmic energy. The same energy that makes up everything in the universe. And I mean everything. You, me, the device you're watching this on, the stars in the sky. It's all energy, all connected. Now, this energy doesn't just connect us in space, it connects us across time too. Yeah, you heard that right. Time isn't as linear as we think. Past, present, future. It's all happening now. Mind-boggling, right? I hear you. What does all this have to do with tarot cards or talking to your soul, you ask? Well, hang on to your hats, because we're about to connect the dots. You see, if everything is energy, and we're all connected across space and time, then maybe, just maybe, there are ways to tap into that universal energy field, to access information and wisdom that's not limited by our everyday perception. Enter tarot cards. Now, I'm not talking about fortune-telling or predicting the future. Don't switch off. Hear me out. I'm talking about tarot as a tool for soul communication. A tarot reader worth their salt will tell you that you have free will and can take any path you choose. Tarot is a guide. Here's how the soul connection works. When a skilled tarot reader shuffles and lays out the cards, they're tapping into that universal energy field. The cards that come up aren't random. They're a reflection of the energy patterns relevant to the question or situation at hand. But here's the really cool part. It's not the cards themselves that hold the power. They're just a tool. The real magic happens when the reader interprets the cards. They're reading the energy, translating it into insights and guidance. And where does this guidance come from? You guessed it. Your soul, your higher self, that divine spark within you that's connected to the universal energy field. It's like your soul is sending you a message, but it's using the tarot cards as a kind of cosmic text message. The reader is just helping you decode it. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Paul, this sounds great, but how do I know it's not just a bunch of hokum? Well, that's where personal experience comes in. I've had tarot readings that have blown my mind with their accuracy and insight, and of course, readings where my intuition tells me this is not real. But more importantly, I've seen how tarot can be a starting point for deeper self-reflection and soul connection. Because here's the thing. Whether you believe in tarot or not, the insights that come up during a reading can be incredibly valuable. They can make you think about your life in new ways and consider perspectives you hadn't thought of before. But, and this is a big but, tarot isn't the end goal. It's just a starting point. The real magic happens when you start to develop a direct line of communication with your soul. Think of it like this. Tarot is like using a translation app when you're learning a new language. It's helpful. It gets the message across. But the ultimate goal is to become fluent, to be able to communicate directly without needing the app. So how do we do that? How do we upgrade from tarot to direct soul communication? Well, beautiful souls, that's where Jesus' teachings come in. Now, I know I've thrown you a curveball here. You're probably thinking, Paul, how did we go from tarot to Jesus? But stick with me, because this is where it all comes together. You see, Jesus wasn't just a religious figure. He was a master of soul communication. His teachings of love and forgiveness, they're not just nice ideas. They're practical tools for clearing the static that blocks our soul connection. When Jesus talked about loving your neighbor as yourself, he wasn't just giving a moral command. He was teaching us how to align with the universal energy field. Because when you're in a state of love, when you're free from judgment and resentment, you're in harmony with the universe. And that's when the soul connection becomes crystal clear. And forgiveness? It's like a cosmic decluttering. Every time you forgive, you're clearing out energetic blockages, making more room for your soul's wisdom to flow through. In fact, on my personal journey, I never held much sway with tarot, as it never resonated with me. However, once I started to connect to my higher self, once that clutter of stuff and anger was gone, the tarot really started to make sense and actually showed me how I can improve my life further. It became another tool in the toolbox. So, here's a practical exercise for you. Next time you're facing a difficult decision or feeling lost, try this. 1. Take a few deep breaths, centering yourself. 2. Bring to mind someone you love unconditionally. Feel that love filling your heart. 3. Now, think of someone you need to forgive. It could be someone from a very long time ago, or recently. It should be a case of a person you always felt should apologize to you, but they never did. Now you really must forgive them, because if you can't forgive, you can't move on. Take a moment to release the anger and resentment. Perhaps you need to forgive you. We can be too hard on ourselves quite often. 4. From this place of love and forgiveness, ask your question. Then just listen. The answer might come as a thought, a feeling, or even a physical sensation. This is direct soul communication, beautiful souls. No cards needed, no middleman required. Just you and your higher self having a heart-to-heart. Now, I'm not saying you need to ditch tarot or other spiritual tools. They can still be valuable, especially when you're just starting out on this journey. But as you practice, as you get more in tune with your soul's frequency, you'll find that you need these tools less and less. You'll start to notice synchronicities in your daily life. You'll have moments of sudden insight or inspiration. You'll feel a deep sense of peace and rightness when you're on the right path. These are all ways your soul communicates with you directly. And let me tell you, when you start living from this place of direct soul connection, everything changes. You'll find yourself making decisions with more confidence. You'll navigate challenges with more grace. You'll feel a deep sense of purpose and connection to something greater than yourself. This is what Jesus meant when he talked about the kingdom of heaven being within you. It's not some far-off place we go when we die. It's a state of being, a direct connection to the divine, available to us right here, right now. So there you have it, beautiful souls. From interconnectedness to tarot to direct soul communication. It's a journey, and like any journey, it takes practice and patience. But I promise you, it's worth it. Because when you tap into your soul's wisdom, when you align with that universal energy field, you're not just changing your own life. You're changing the world. You're becoming a brighter, clearer channel for love and wisdom to flow into the world. And in these challenging times, that's exactly what the world needs. It needs you, beautiful soul, shining your unique light, sharing your unique gifts, guided by the wisdom of your soul. So what do you say? Are you ready to move beyond the cards and tap into your soul's infinite wisdom? Are you ready to upgrade your life and become a force for love and transformation in the world? Remember, you've got this. The wisdom is already within you. All you need to do is listen. And I'll be right here, cheering you on every step of the way. I hope you feel inspired to make the changes to begin that journey to become one of the collective filled with love. I also hope if this resonated with you and you did make it to the end, I hope you will hit that subscribe button, like this video, comment, tell us your story, and share with others. My name is Paul, and I am not AI, I am real, and I like to talk about Jesus the man. Jesus before Christianity. Jesus the man that understood what the human condition is and understood how frail we are and how we can make mistakes. He empathized with our condition. He empathized with understanding that we struggle to do things. We struggle to be loving unconditionally and forgiving regardless. And that's what his teachings are all about. Thank you for being here, for being you, for being part of this amazing journey. Until next time, keep shining your beautiful light. The world needs it now more than ever.